we're adjusting their current contracts. All staff will have an option whether they want to agree with having the vaccine or not. This is all current staff. We're prepared to pay for it on a private basis if and when it comes out. Not trying to jump the queue. We're just saying, obviously, at some stage, it come out privately, and that will really boost the figures up. All new staff that come on once the vaccine's in circulation, we're saying, no jab, no job. I don't see what's wrong with that. The governments are rolling it out. Everybody's screaming to get a vaccine. Obviously, there are going to be circumstances. Certain people don't want it or can't have it. We have to look at that on an individual basis. But people are dying here, left, right and centre. I have family that died. I've got friends that are badly ill with it. I know business people that have died with it. We need to start doing something to get on top of the situation.
People in public health, running public health, are worried that those who get vaccinated then will just go away and go around everywhere, not observe any controls, and they may be spreading the virus. That's a problem. So in a way, you're offering a false reassurance to your customers. Until we know that people who've been vaccinated can't spread it, the fact you have somebody vaccinated in your house will not necessarily protect you.
Go on, Charlie.
Yeah, but that's for the scientists to sort out, isn't it? That's not for me to sort out. We're being told, have the vaccine. Well, no, come on. You can't just dismiss it.
It matters. People's lives are at stake here. That's why the government is worried people who have been vaccinated won't obey the rules. People who are vaccinated will still continue obeying the rules. That's what is really counts when you have a plumber, electrician, anyone in your house. That one, they don't have the virus, and two, they will sanitize, they will keep a distance, they will wear a mask.
All right, Kevin, take a break. Let's all have a go. But you're right, and I'm agreeing with you. But, that's for everyone to put into the regulations.
All right.
Right. I feel that actually a lot of people are still frightened of this jab. I certainly am. And I feel that actually he is discriminating against people like myself. If I wanted to go and get a job and he said, oh, you can't have a job because you haven't had a jab. That's
a very good point. Charlie, you've said you'll go case by case. So what about if Debbie approaches you for a job as a plumber and she just says, I'm a brilliant plumber, but I don't like vaccines?
Okay, well, she needs to go and get a job on another company then. Why am I going to put my staff and customers at a risk from a safety point of view because Debbie doesn't want to have it or she's scared of she's got an issue with it? That's her priority. But all I'm saying is we're not going to put all our staff and customers at risk but because Debbie doesn't want to have it.
Debbie?
Actually, I work for the NHS and I'm not being forced by the NHS to have this jab. It is my choice.
So what do you do for the NHS?
I work in children's physio.
Okay, because there will be people watching who say, wait, you should definitely do it. You've got a responsibility to have the jab if you're working in healthcare.
They might do. But I have underlying problems as well. So I am not, until we have more evidence that this jab actually works, and the effects that people are having from the jab at the moment, the side effects and everything else, it's just not for me at the moment.
So, Debbie, the side effects haven't been any different than the side effects of other vaccines. It hasn't been rushed through. They've done exactly the same number of tests as they have on other people. And I can give you the precise figures. Within 3 weeks of having the first vaccine, you've got 70% protection from the first vaccine from 3 weeks on, not from the day you have it, but from 3 weeks on with the AstraZeneca, 89% protection from the Pfizer one. Can I just ask you, if you were working in something which was called an exposure-prone procedure, so if you're working in intensive care, would you think it was all right that your employer said you can't work in that department if you haven't had a hepatitis vaccine?
Well, yeah, because it's your choice. I know the NHS say you have to have it.
It's not all right.
So
okay.
You think it's not okay when you could pass hepatitis B on to patients, which is not curable and can cause cirrhosis and liver cancer?
Well, no, I suppose. Well, you're putting it that way, yeah. But I mean, that is a proven drug, right? At my advice, but that's a proven drug. What I'm saying is, the COVID-19 drug isn't proven enough for me yet.
Okay, well, it's
gone through just as many trials as any other vaccine.
46,000 people have had it. So, Nana's, I see Nana's, I wasn't going to say enjoying this, Nana, but you're rolling your eyes a bit.
Well, I just think that Dr. Sarah Jarvis absolutely once again spot on. Debbie, seriously, have a think about this, because if the shoe was on the other foot and you were the patient, you would want to make sure the person looking after you had all the necessary precautions to keep you safe. And that's how I feel as well. So I want to make sure the person who is doing the caring has done everything they can in their power to keep me safe. And as regards to not believing that the vaccine has been tested or trialled, it's gone through the same trials. The only thing that is for sure is how coronavirus behaves. And we know that it causes blood clots. We know that it causes neurological problems. We know that it causes long COVID. We know now that it can be deadly for some people, and especially people with underlying conditions, people like potentially yourself, which you mentioned you have underlying conditions. So, I mean, I think you should really have a rethink.
Yeah, Debbie, thanks for calling and being so honest, and have a little think about it maybe.